Welcome back, folks. Nice to have you along. Right, so the big news, of course, is the fact that the SCORE Western Province Club Rugby Sevens is back. It's official. It is going to happen this year. This is the news we've been waiting for. Will there be sevens in this year? Will there be rugby in this year? And of course, the innovative approach is to get players back in the park, is to obviously play sevens rugby. We're super excited about it. Sevens rugby is entertaining rugby, it's fast action, it's easy to manage, there's only a few players on the field, fans love it, and it really is obviously very interactive. But to tell me more about the official announcement that the SCORE Western Province Club Rugby Sevens is in fact going to happen this year, Faizel Felton is back with us. Faizel Felton, Western Province Rugby, nice to have you back, Faizel.
No, good evening, JP. Good evening, listeners. Always good to be back. I think I can hear the excitement in your voice. From our side, the excitement is also there. It's good to be back and out on the field and that there. So we're really looking forward to it.
Yeah, there is no doubt about it. I think we touched on it last week, but we were still not so sure. Is it going to happen? Is it not going to happen? And we had to wait for you guys to do your meetings and have your engagements and consultations. Have you done that? Have you had your meetings with some of the clubs now?
Yes, we met last night with the clubs, and I think the great thing is that from our last meeting, all clubs on board, everybody's excited. There's a few minor tweaks that we need to look at, but I think from a point of the fixtures, will be confirmed the 6th, as we said, the 13th and the 20th. So definitely, I think from a club perspective, all clubs are ready to go, and everybody's excited at the opportunity to finally be out there playing again.
Okay, so Faizel, we just lost the audio there for a split second. Just run us through that again quickly from a date perspective. How many days are we looking at? How many weeks are we looking at? And have we got any ideas of venues yet?
Yes, so we've got confirmation. It'll be over 3 weeks. The 6th, the 13th, and the 20th. And then you're looking at venues.
So 3 weeks on the 6th, the 13th, and the 20th.
Yeah, that's correct. So we're looking at 3 weeks, and then we're looking at the venues. We've tried to centralize in terms of the venues located where the clubs are. But, there is a bit of a challenge with regards to the, cricket that's taking place and the number of other functions that's taking place. I think our big challenge is, as you know, is rugby season only runs from April till the end of September. So we're now having to try and accommodate. But I think, from the club and from the union side, we're going to make it happen. Either way, we get out on the field and we want to get rearing, to back to playing again.
And Faizel, from a competition format perspective, are we looking again at pools like you've had in the past? Pool A, Pool B, Pool C and D, etc. What's the format?
Yeah, so as I said, COVID is still there. So we're trying to obviously, accommodate and see how we work around it. We will have pools. The guys will play in pools, divided into 4 different pools. It will be round robin. It will be over 2 weeks. The clubs will play the round robin, and then the finals will be at Newlands.
Okay. So it is a round robin. Well, are we then talking again about plate and shield, or will it be semi-finals and quarterfinals, knockouts, and so on?
So you will have the top teams from each of the 8 teams will play at Newlands, and we'll have the winners. We'll have the plate, we'll have the gold and the shield.
Yeah.
Place at Newlands.
And your last day, then, you say, is at DHL Newlands.
Yeah, I think that's the big one. I think the final opportunity, for club rugby, hopefully to still be played at Newlands. I think it'll be a memorable experience for a lot of the players to be afforded that opportunity to play at the iconic stadium. As you know, next year we're not sure what's going to happen. So I think that's one of the sort of cherry on the top, being able to play at Newlands. And again, I think from a COVID perspective, we're hoping that we can possibly, I wouldn't say the idea is to have some spectators at Newlands. We are engaging, but that is something that hopefully, will be able to transpire.
Faizel, of course, it's a great way for you guys to engage with sponsors and suppliers and partners. One of the primary sponsors with you guys for the sevens from the get-go, from the beginning, has been Score Energy Drinks. I mean, you guys must be very happy that you're able to put on events, talk about club rugby, talk about sevens rugby, and just have the opportunity, as we've already been doing here, to mention the names of sponsors simply because there's events on. Just because there's an event, you're able to talk about the likes of a Score Energy Drinks or M-Chem Pharmacy or a Six-Gun Grill, for example. The events, the fact that there's events on that must be great for you guys.
No, definitely, and I think you're appreciative of the sponsors. I think through this difficult time, we managed to come through and to still have Score, and the support of Score has been fantastic. I think John and his team, they've been phenomenal with the support that they've given us. I think everybody's ready to go and getting back to some sort of normality. And I think from a sponsor's perspective, we just want to get out there onto the field. Obviously, I think from the officer side, the focus is on the safety of our players and looking at the format that we manage. As I said earlier on, I think we're working towards a new normality with regards to COVID and how we adapt and how we work around it. But it's great to have sponsors on board. I think ultimately we want to make sure that we, together with the sponsors, it's a partnership, and together, we can make it a success and grow from here.
Faizel, we'll leave it at that. We know you've got your hands full. You're a very busy man. So we look forward to catching up again soon. We're very excited. Obviously, from a Cape Rugby point of view, we'll start profiling the teams as soon as we have the official names, I suppose. We'll wait for that. We'll start talking. And in fact, we thought about taking a look back into 2019 when it was the last Score Club Rugby Sevens and looking at the barometer to see how did the Sevens teams do in 2019 so that we can get an idea of who the top challengers are going to be this year. But we obviously, what we have seen in the first 5 years of the tournament is that the Sevens can go in any direction on any day.
No, definitely, and again, thanks to you and your team, and I think from the club side and the support that we have has been phenomenal. And I think it's good to see that the guys and the support is there, the 45 clubs. So we're definitely looking forward to it. And, as you said, Goodwood, the experience that we had there, we're definitely looking to grow from there. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Faizel. Yeah, great stuff, folks. This is exactly what we've been waiting for, is, of course, the Score Western Province Club Rugby Sevens. I think it would now, of course, a lot of clubs missed out last year. It was such a fantastic event, and it really is fantastic to see how clubs can interact, and of course, everybody's very excited about sevens rugby in general. So we really are looking forward to that. We got a few notifications in from our club structures who asked us to tell you about what it is that they are up to. Incidentally, Masi Pumelele is looking for a head coach. They are looking for a director of coaching, I think it is, so you can reach out to Masi Pumelele. But then we've got a few notifications that have come in from some of our clubs that are busy having golf days and family days and so on. And we start off by taking a look at Hamilton's Rugby Football Club. They, in fact, are going to have a golf day on Friday the 29th of October at the Metropolitan Golf Club. Tee-off is from 11 o'clock to 1 o'clock. Cost is 3,000 Rand per 4-ball, and that includes golf prizes, halfway houses, and pizza afterwards. And for inquiries and bookings, you can contact rsilka70@gmail.com. We also got a notification from NTK, who invites you to celebrate 70 years of rugby, so 70 years of excellence, and that family day is a fun and family day with the friends, and that is on Saturday the 30th of October at the NTK Sport Grounds. Of course, all COVID protocols must be adhered to, and that starts at 12 o'clock through to 5 o'clock. So a lot of activity there, arriving at 12 o'clock. 70 years, photos, touch rugby, and 12 o'clock to 4 o'clock social, as well as a speech from the chairperson. And then Albion's Rugby Football Club sent us a copy of their newsletter. They're also having a family day at Albion's on the 30th of October. Evergreens Sport Grounds from 9 o'clock in the morning until 10 o'clock in the evening. There's a 10 Rand for players, managers and coaches, as well as children under the age of 12, and then 20 Rand for adults and children over the age of 12, with 10 Rand for vehicles. So bring your family and get down to Albion's Rugby Football Club and come and enjoy the day there. Great to see the clubs are staying active. So of course NTK Golf, at least Hamilton's Rugby Football Club Golf Day, NTK's family and 70 years of excellence celebration, and of course Albion's Rugby Football Club with their Family and Friends Day on the 30th of October. That's next week Saturday. Fantastic stuff. Great to see clubs trying to reach out to their members and re-engage. Folks, that's a wrap from us then this evening. We will keep you posted on what's happening. Of course, all very excited to find out about the score Western Province Club Rugby Sevens. We'll see you again next week, same time, same place. Have a fantastic rugby weekend. Bye-bye.